London, who is the founder and the CEO. He's the technology guy. I don't know much of technology, so if there are questions on technology, he's going to answer them. But I'm a retailer. I actually started my career with ShopR360 17 years back, and I've been in retail all along. 5-6 years I've been into outside India, based out of London in a global retail marketing position. And I used to do a lot of shopper research. And what I realized was that there are no robust technologies which help you understand the shopper behavior in store. And what's happening is that while physical retail doesn't know much, online has really taken the benchmark somewhere else. They know a lot. And the gap is increasing. Online knows who are coming to your website, how long do they stay, what adjacencies they look at, and so on and so forth. Whereas in the case of physical retail, all analytics happens post-billing. Pre-billing, the only analytics probably you have is footfall, and then of course conversions compared to invoices. And a lot of cases, the footfall may not be accurate, and at least our experience suggests they are not. So what's our mission? Actually, we are going against the time. We believe in physical retail, right? And we are saying that we are going to bring as much shopper behavior and understanding that an online world has to an offline retailer. And through that, what we are going to do is give actionable insights for the retailer to make more bang for every square feet of the retail store. Through this, what we are trying to do, in a way, is trying to introduce new KPIs into retail. Today, we have an ability to tell you how many people crossed your store, how many looked at your window, how many entered, men, women, how did they walk around, what was the bounce rate, did they spend less than 5 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes? It helps us correlate a benchmark for the convergence you should be getting at. And also, we are able to tell how many people tried, because there's a huge correlation between trial and purchase. And all this while, we also tell you what your staff was doing. There are use cases in hypermarkets where we help queuing. So we have a retailer where we have live, trigger to the store manager to open more tills to ensure that the queuing is less. In the case of malls, we have some use cases. We have developed a new technology where we are able to identify repeat customers in the mall. We are able to tell how much new customers and how many repeat customers, how do they spend time. We are able to individually track them through the journey in the mall. And of course, tell them how is the anchor tenant really getting the footfall to the mall, or what's happening. And there are several use cases. I'm not going to talk about all of them. How do we do this? The heart of all this is the existing infrastructure in your store, which is the CCTV camera that you use for surveillance. All analytics we talk about is using the same infrastructure. In fact, what we do is we put an application on your DVR, which does local analytics, throws the data on the cloud, and the BI server, then you can look at that data on a tablet, a PC, or a mobile phone. So why are we unique? We are probably the only player who are using existing infrastructure in a very new way. Data processing happens locally. No data leaves your store. No privacy issues as such, and it can be live or N-1 as per the retailer's need. And how does the output look like? And of course, there are various kinds of dashboard, but most of this time we actually use a live camera feed to show whether it's a shopper dwell time or shopper journey, and so on and so forth. In fact, we have the ability to, at a square feet level, tell you how many people came to a particular area, how much time they spent, which merchandise did they interact in, and adjacencies. If after looking at shirts, did they look at trousers, and vice versa, and so forth. Our business engagement model is very simple. It's pay as you go. It's a subscription-based model. And depending on the kind of store and the size and the of applications that you use, we price it accordingly. But it's very, very attractive pricing. We are currently live in various formats, right from retail, malls, hotels, quick service restaurants, different use cases, and of course, hypermarkets. And these are some of the customers that use our solutions today. We have also gone live in Singapore and Malaysia. and we are close to going live in a store in Dubai. So that's about ShopR360. Happy to take questions.
I'm assuming, so mic isn't working. Actually, no, it's working now. All my questions are technical. Existing infrastructure, analytics of InShopper, I'm assuming you're using computer vision. Are you using OpenCV? Do you have proprietary algorithms? If you're using OpenCV or otherwise, I'd love to know the accuracy rates. Specifically, if you're not adding additional video analytics infrastructure, camera-wise, with the camera angles and existing camera quality in most retailers, accuracy is a tough problem. Again, number of companies have tried it. There are a number of competitors as well. So would love to understand your accuracy rates and also what's your USP vis-a-vis competitors.
So technical, Rajul will handle. In terms of accuracy, we have been put to task. We have a couple of hundred stores live, and most of our customers have questioned our footfall, for example. And again and again and again, we have been able to establish accuracy higher than 95%. And so is the case with trial or some of these other technical, Rajul, you can.
Yeah, just on the accuracy, if you've seen the Dell-Op video, we are more accurate than the video which is playing out there. Yes, it is essentially CV algorithms which we are using. We are using a combination of OpenCV and EMGU CV, and we have built a lot of layers and layers of cleanups, noise reductions, and business intelligence to ultimately produce the output which we produce for our customers.
And we can differentiate staff, security, housekeeping, all that in this. In fact, I forgot to mention we have filed for an IP earlier this year.
So essentially, these are all algorithms, but yes, they are based on computer vision.
Count? Is it typically a wire trip algorithm? Do you do anything more? And then repeat users for facial recognition, both again accuracy rate and also privacy concerns.
So, go ahead.
So the repeat users is not done through face recognition. We have, we started with video analytics and did that for almost 8 months. We have just introduced a sensor which helps us to repeat customers mapping.
No questions? Thank you so much.
Either everybody understood it or no.
That was the most fastest.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
So we do use the Bluetooth ID or the Wi-Fi ID. Now, if you know about this technology, there's no way I can map that ID to an individual person. So I'll never get to know whether what's the name of the user or what's the mobile number or what's the IMEI number. So it stays away from the try paradigm because we don't know the IMEI number, we don't know the mobile number, but because we know the machine ID, and if that machine ID comes back to my store, or even if it comes to my multiple stores within the same city. So, he goes to, I'm from Delhi, so I can give Delhi example. He goes to Lajpat Nagar, he goes to South X, he also goes to Gurgaon. And finally, he purchases from a store in Saket. So you get to know those details basically because that machine ID shows up at these locations at these times. And finally, if your Bluetooth is on or your Wi-Fi is on. And we've done this in... Sorry, after?
When I'm traveling out, one would tend to keep Bluetooth and Wi-Fi off because it consumes battery.
So So to be honest, this is a sample, and we have done already implementation on this. And in the case of South Delhi, we realized that we are able to track upwards of 60% of the customers in the mall.
I mean, a 60% sample size is a huge sample size. So the unique combination which we bring to the table is that because of our video analytics, we capture your universe. We capture 100% of the people. So we know everybody who entered your store because from the video analytics, and from the sensor, we can do the sampling, and then we can give you a much better estimate to exactly what's going on.
Thank you.